Blessings and welcome everyone. Just a reminder before we begin. Your rising sign horoscope will give you additional clarity as to how a great deal of your sun sign horoscope may show up, and your moon sign horoscope will give you the less prominent side story that'll also be playing out for this 2-week period. Remember, horoscopes serve best when observed, like a weather or traffic report. You have influence over all outcomes with your thoughts, actions, choices, and deeds. Use the information that presents to help you make the highest choices for the highest outcomes. If you wish to schedule any of my services or like access to more content via my Patreon, follow the links below or go to my website, integrativemysticism.com. Hi there, Libra. It's time to have a look and see what is going on when it comes to your first 2 weeks of February 2021. And just a quick heads up for you, if you are curious as to how a great deal of your first half of February is being influenced by the full moon in Leo that we just had, you might want to check out that video. I actually gave it its own video and I put it up earlier this last week. Just click on my avatar and go to my main channel page and it's right there for you. However, it was made with purpose and intent for people to, of course, watch the first half and then click around. If you just click around willy-nilly, it's not going to make any sense. I go through everything in the first half and then talk about how it applies to different signs and different houses and things like that. So what is going on here when it comes to your cards? Well, for your big spiritual focus, what is going on with this first week anyway, because we got two spreads. One's going to come after this. You've got the Seven of Pentacles upright. And I'm actually seeing a lot of seeds that you have planted, certain initiatives, creations, manifestations that you've been working on, or things that maybe got put on hold are now having their day. They're getting a lot of new resources, new energy, new abundance to actually get the investment you want to put in them, get fed, get nourished, right? The seeds are sprouting and blooming. This is definitely the week where you want to maybe take some time and see where a lot of newfound connections and opportunities are directly related to maybe even some projects or some pursuits, or maybe even a big wish or a big dream or a big goal you have that ultimately had to wait. It was shelved, or maybe something occurred that had put it on a bit of a pause. You're getting a chance now to invest more in it and have it pay off and get its real chance to resume its journey, resume its growth, whether this is going on with again, your work, your finances, your living situation, relationships. The Seven of Pentacles is giving a chance for a lot of things that got put on hold to finally start growing. So be careful when it comes to new things that are coming your way, new resources, all of that. We don't want to run out and go sink it into something brand new, run out and blow it with like it's mad money. This is meant to go and actually support and lift up what's been waiting for its day in the sun. As we get on to your material shifts, when we talk about your work, your finances, your job, again, your personal abundance, your living situation as it relates to practical matters, you've got the Page of Wands in reverse. And this, again, in conjunction with that Seven of Pentacles reversed, is asking you to give a second thought, or maybe give extra consideration to maybe a path, an option, or an opportunity that you thought was not available to you or barred from you, whether it's something you forgot, something that maybe you gave up on, something that you flaked out on, or something that you forgot was actually really important to you. Maybe you got distracted by something else. Maybe something was going on, again, in a practical matter where we couldn't actually give it our full undivided attention or give it the nourishment it needed. The Page of Wands reversed is saying, hey, remember that thing, remember that opportunity, that role, that transfer, or that move, whatever you've been trying to do. If there's something you forgot, or maybe you're also getting a chance to pull back from something that's distracted you, something that's preoccupied too much of your mind, something that has maybe got you fixated on something that really has nothing to do with your journey. The Page of Wands reversed is trying to reorient you with the Seven of Pentacles there. And this is an opportunity for you. This is going to actually be able to really substantiate something beautiful for you If you can get over maybe whatever has pulled your focus, or what maybe is keeping you stuck in maybe a more negative pattern or a more difficult circumstance, what has been, with the Page of Wands reversed, we have a chance to actually get everything it needs to flourish for you. And again, whether this is a move, a new job, or just simply the commodity of wealth itself, that opening is here. As we get on to your communications, your friends, relatives, maybe other people in your life, right? We're talking about your platonic support system. You've got the High Priestess upright, and it does look like somebody has the hookup, especially when it comes to a bit of guidance that is coming your way, whether this is actually somebody matching you with maybe a new living situation, a new work opportunity, or maybe matching you with another person. The High Priestess is actually coming in as a guide this week. And I feel with the High Priestess very strongly that this is guiding you to maybe finish a journey that absolutely is, or maybe even just guide you into the proper embarkment of a journey that you need to get on this week. Something that really does actually, apply to your life stream. Now, the High Priestess is, however, going to be guiding you by linking you up and directing you, but not necessarily doing the work themselves. Okay, that's a very important thing to keep in mind. With the High Priestess, we are in a situation where somebody's offering to assist, some of the way, but the work and the resources are coming to you for you to do that effort with. I am also finding with the High Priestess that this may actually be marking a spot for you to orient yourself, whether it's, we talked about this in the Patreon as well, almost like marking something on a map for you, or actually giving you an answer to a test, so to speak, or an answer to a mystery, so that you can finally solve a puzzle and move forward as well, as this relates to whatever area of your life. Again, this particular position with the cards is pretty open, so whatever is most applicable in your, of course, this is not a personal reading, in your life stream, that will apply. However, again, allow yourself to be guided, match made, or directed, right? Allow this High Priestess energy to take you to where you need to go next. As we get on to your challenge, right? We talk about maybe, what you're challenged to do or challenged to pay attention to. You've got the Two of Cups upright. Working with people, collaborating, connecting, teaming up. This is absolutely going to be something that you have to give yourself room to do, allowing people to be, kind of coming into your space and assisting you, contributing their own ingredients and their own dishes to the potluck. Because with the Two of Cups as a challenge, the Seven of Pentacles, it's basically saying it's foolish to go alone, and you don't need to go alone. A lot of things that you're working on may actually be better served with somebody in your corner or an entire group. Start actually reaching out and connecting and partnering up, whether it's in a social sense or maybe, again, a professional endeavor or a creative endeavor. This is where you want to go. However, with the Two of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles, of course, we want to be discerning. We don't want to just grab people because of their resume or how they look or whether or not they're saying the right words. It's going a bit deeper than that, because with the Two of Cups, it's about connecting with people that are at the same point, ready to make the same steps, and on the same journey as you, or on the same road in their journey as you. And so it's also important to pay attention with the Two of Cups to what is equal, what is balanced. You're not dragging them behind you, and they're not dragging you behind them. So make sure that there is also some equity in this as well. Because, your challenge here is to partner up, but also, of course, make sure it's the right teammate, the right crew, the right companion, the right fellowship. As we get on to your relationships with love and romance and partnerships and all those good stuff, we've actually got the Ace of Pentacles upright. And with the Ace of Pentacles, I am seeing a new relationship opportunity that might start off a bit slowly. Because with the Ace of Pentacles, we are actually seeing that very sexy kind of crush, kind of tension with somebody that actually starts off maybe as a friend, somebody who is that we actually connect with over a matter that's not just about the intention of dating, whether we are doing something like we are working together, we have a similar passion, we're trying to maybe build the same reality, that kind of thing. With the Ace of Pentacles, what's happening is we have a nice slow start, but it actually begins something that turns into a long-term adventure if you want it to. The Ace of Pentacles is indicating, yes, it does look like you will most likely be meeting people through avenues that are connected to your work or your creative life or your spiritual life. So make sure you keep an open mind. I feel like there is going to be a common ground that is not romantic, that helps have the bond get set and the rapport build from there. As we get on to you coupled Libras, the Ace of Pentacles is indicating new common ground is found with an existing romantic partner. I feel like, once again, professional, creative, spiritual, the Ace of Pentacles is new ground to explore. And I also feel a breakthrough, a very positive breakthrough with a partner is also going to change the material quality of life around the two of you when it comes to maybe the living situation, the environment, living on Easy Street a little bit more or a little closer to Easy Street, or even stepping into a space where we have completed one cycle in our practical life as a couple, as a family, and now we're kind of getting into a more leisurely way. It's a beautiful energy to see come forward. As we get on to the week 2 portion of this read, you've got the Hierophant upright when it comes to your spiritual focus and what's going on with you there. And again, this affects everything across the board. With the Hierophant card upright, this is going to be a time where you are actually getting a chance to cultivate an ideal working condition, community condition, by bringing that energy and that focus into the environment and starting to attract, very much kind of like that Two of Cups in week 1, people into your life that are connecting to you in a way where that resonance is ideal, that resonance is perfect, optimal conditions there. The Hierophant is talking about setting kind of, I don't want to say a new law of the land, but let's just say a new vibrational standard for everything that is going on. A new standard for health, a new standard for work, a new standard for love, family, friends. Because with the Hierophant, we are stepping into a higher space. We are stepping into, again, higher or more optimal conditions for not only just our life's work, our life's conduct, but also the most optimal relationships, platonic and romantic, across the board, right? Building community that is authentically, okay, so no one's pretending, no one's faking their way in, nobody's putting on a mask or anything like that, but authentically all in sync. And this is going to be where you are also setting up that space, holding that space and facilitating that opportunity for everyone to be able to, of course, engage with one another and co-create together in that space. Whether you want to call that your social space, your working space, you are a facilitator. You are helping to hold that standard. Again, set kind of the law of the land, if that makes sense. As we get on to your material concerns or your material shifts, again, work, money, finances, abundance, all of that, you've got the Ten of Wands in reverse. And a lot of you Libra people are getting a chance to actually drop or break away from a pursuit, a venture, or an obligation that you might have taken on or been doing begrudgingly for practical matters, whether it's something we had to do, so we took on that extra work to get that money, or we took on that role because it was the only way to kind of move up at our job, or we took on something that, just again, as a consideration to keep ourselves moving forward in our industry or in our field, or again, even our household, the Ten of Wands reversed is saying we're getting an opportunity that's allowing us to finally release that. And even when you look at the picture, you see the girl holding her 9 wands. All of a sudden, she's getting this 10th wand, the one that's actually the good fit. And you know what? She's about to drop all of the rest. And you're going to have that experience show up as well. She's letting it go. It's voluntary. You might find something that really does allow you to make a huge left turn that sets your financial circumstances, your professional circumstances in a much better way, so long as you're, again, willing to accept an alternative that is being offered to you. When it comes to your communications area, friends, relatives, your community, you have the Six of Swords in reverse. And it looks like there may be some reunions and reconnects going on, as well as the closing of distances, whether it's distances in availability, distances in space, distances, across the board, with a lot of different friends and relatives with whom you have a chance to not only connect and reconnect to, but also actually there seems to be some kind of exchange going on that really does recontextualize these relationships and these connections. Some of these reunions will be, coming back to connect for the long term, and some of them will not. I feel like it is going to be, of course, dependent on each individual situation. So please don't assume. Allow yourself to stay present and in the moment with these things, because some folks are coming back, I think, because they are now a match. They're on that level that will be a perfect inclusion into your life. Some will be just coming back to, again, wrap up some old stuff. And some might be coming into your space that were always in your space, but now they're coming closer, and we want to leave some room for them as well to get comfortable. As we get on to your challenge with the Two of Pentacles reversed, it's important to know when to choose your own, your own path with your own path in mind. Now, I know that sounds kind of weird to say. Let me explain. The Two of Pentacles reversed, your challenge is to start dropping things that you maybe know are actually getting in your way, slowing you down, or maybe even compromising the health and the success of things that are very important to you because of things you've taken on for other people. And of course, I'm not talking about doing something depraved. If you are, of course, taking care of children, take care of those children. But when we're talking about, maybe areas of your life, narratives, stories, connections, or ties that ultimately are holding you down because you are doing them in service to another person as a service you don't need to perform for them anymore, or you never had to in the first place. You have to understand where you put yourself first and recognize that you're important too. And the Two of Pentacles reversed and the Hierophant, this is all about creating the perfect space energetically and, and socially for yourself. Not everyone is going to maybe understand, sure, and there may be some folks that have some unresolved issues that they have no intention of resolving because you were holding up their reality for them, and now they have to go take responsibility for it. It's okay. The Two of Pentacles reversed is about you, again, taking your own side where you may have accidentally taken a side against yourself to hold up another person's reality. It's a very important lesson to learn right away. As we get on to your relationships with love and romance and with partnerships, you've got the Fool upright, and it does look like a lot of you are starting huge new chapters in love and romance as you are stepping into a new kind of relationship that you've never had before. Now, some of you may be doing this with an existing partner, somebody you're already committed to in a union, but we are dropping an old relationship we were carrying on, and we are absolutely stepping into something that is not only more current, but more compatible with who we are and how we've developed. If maybe we, because we do that every once in a while. If you're in a long-term union with somebody that you are absolutely a match for, you're going to have 5 or 6 different relationships with that person. Having something that's just sort of wash, rinse, and repeat, or stuck in one kind of style or value system is always going to be doomed to fall apart. And with the Fool, we actually have you stepping into a new kind of relationship with somebody that ultimately is a more accurate reflection and conducive support for everyone's life involved. The Fool is indicating an evolution for both you and your partner in this, a bit of an awakening and a bit of a heart opening and mind expanding experience that is also going to set this off. For those of you who are looking for somebody new, the Fool card upright is indicating a huge cultural shift going on, especially when it comes to either somebody that you're dating or somebody new coming into your life that is actually giving you both the opportunity to step out of any kind of pressures or acquired conditioning to live or conduct a relationship a certain way. You know, it's kind of like when people say they want traditional values. It's like, do you know your own values, or are you just copying and pasting? Do you know who you are and what you want? This is a chance for you guys to go in a completely different direction, right? Your relationship on your terms, on your way, organically created. And I feel like this is something that you are having an awakening into, and so is your partner. And this is, or even somebody new, right? This might be something that they're doing as we start to embark on this dating with them and taking things to a new level. So that's what I've got for you, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session with me, go on ahead to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com.